Beita, Beita, Beita time show. Beita, Beita, Beita time show. Woo!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Beita Time. Today, I've got LAFC defenders Walker Zimmerman and Eddie Segura. Thanks for being on the show, guys. Appreciate it. So you guys obviously have quite the partnership going on so far, off to a great start. We're going to kind of go back into preseason and what you guys did to kind of get familiar with each other.
Well, I think the first thing was introduce myself to Eddie, and I realized very quickly that he didn't speak much English, and I obviously don't speak too much Spanish, and so we had to work a lot on our communication, just because communicating as center back partners is very important. You always have to be on the same page, and so between our English and Spanish, I think we do a very good job on the field and are able to come to an understanding that's been very good for us.
Yo creo que lo más importante ha sido la comunicación. Yo me he ido adaptando y he ido aprendiendo un poco el idioma. Por lo menos dentro del campo le puedo transmitir lo básico, lo esencial para ayudarlo a que se posicione bien o a estar siempre en comunicación, que es lo más importante. Entonces, yo creo que eso nos ayuda a tener una solidez, nos ayuda a entendernos y desde atrás estamos ayudando al equipo en lo que más podemos.
Like many positions on the field, partnerships are key to a successful team. The way Bob wants us to play, what kind of roles do you guys play off each other and the partnership you guys have together?
Well, I think with just how we play at LAFC is we're very aggressive. We like to step up as center backs, as defenders when our team has the ball higher up the field. And so what that means for Eddie and I is oftentimes we're going to have to go out wide and defend in the channels. And that also means we're going to have to be okay with one-on-one marking in the back sometimes. And so whether it's Eddie stepping up onto a withdrawn forward and me staying kind of behind him for cover or vice versa, there's a nice balance there that you have to have on this team in order to be successful.
Desde el principio, lo más importante es el buen pase desde atrás, cuando obviamente tenemos el balón. A la hora de defender siempre estamos totalmente en comunicación, siempre atentos a los pases del rival. Mayor comunicación, yo sé que cuando Walker toma la decisión de salir a apretar o de marcar, yo estoy ahí cerca para ayudarlo, para respaldarlo, al igual que cada uno de mis compañeros.
Obviously, we appreciate all the little things that you guys do on the field, but what is it something that Walker does that you notice he does well, and what is something that Eddie does that you notice he does well?
I would say the most impressive thing that Eddie does for me is his one-on-one defending. I think he's so intelligent in reading the opponent and which way that they're going, and he commits to his decisions. And so if he's going to go out and defend, he's going to go out and defend, and he gets there on time. His timing is very good, and I think that one-on-one defending has been huge for us.
Una de las cosas que más me ha impresionado es el buen pase que tiene, el toque de primera que hace también lo hace bastante bien. A la hora de marcar es bastante fuerte, tanto en el 1 contra 1 como en el juego aéreo. Es bastante bueno en el juego aéreo defensivo como ofensivo, entonces nos aporta muchísimas cosas. También dentro del terreno de juego toma cierta parte del líder y con comunicación lo va haciendo más grande.
Thanks, bro. That was all the compliments, man.
So, Walker, what's one thing that you take from Eddie's game that you'd like to add to your arsenal? And Eddie, what's one thing that you take from Walker's game that you'd like to add to your arsenal?
I think probably one of the things I really admire is when we're stepping up and he stays very tight to the forward and is just relentless once that player either gets the ball or is receiving the ball. He's all over them but without fouling. And I think he does a very good job of being really close to the forward, whereas sometimes I might prefer to either win the pass or give him a little more space. I think he's very quick to be on the forward and defend very well.
Bueno, a veces me gustaría como la decisión en ir hacia adelante, en empujar hacia adelante y meter mucho mejor los pases. Yo creo que Walker lo hace bastante bien y en el juego aéreo tengo muchas ganas de aportarle al equipo también goles, entonces nada, eso y la decisión de ir para adelante y el buen juego aéreo.
So now we're going a little bit off the pitch. You guys come from two very different backgrounds. What can you tell me about what you've learned from each other's backgrounds and where you guys came from?
Well, I think one of the first things I learned about Eddie when we first signed him was that he was a captain at his old team. and had a lot of leadership qualities. And so that stood out to me as like, wow, this is going to be not only a great soccer player, but he's going to be a great teammate, great person, great leader. And so I think just getting to know him off the field, we're always joking around with each other through the language barrier, especially in the gym. We like to kind of joke. I'm outside doing yoga and he's making fun of my yoga poses, and then he's lifting and I'm acting like he's really weak. So there's a lot of jokes that go on behind the scenes, and it's just really fun to have such a good guy in addition to being a good player.
Pues fuera del campo, poco. Lo que tenemos la oportunidad de compartir aquí en el entreno, siempre estamos divirtiéndonos, molestándonos. Por ahí no nos entendemos mucho, pero la verdad que la pasamos bien, o por lo menos yo la paso bien. Me divierto dentro del terreno de juego y yo creo que esta es otra familia para mí.
So I've heard you two talk about it, maybe joke about it, that Walker's Spanish has gotten better and your English has gotten better. You guys kind of practice with each other. Can you tell me, has his Spanish actually gotten better, and vice versa? Can Eddie actually speak a little English, or no, he's still stuck with Spanish?
He's very deceptive. He knows a few English words and phrases, and he tries really hard to speak English. I think my Spanish has gotten better, but we'll see what he says.
Yo el inglés, está claro.
No me jodas, señor.
Yeah.
No, adiós mío, papá. Yo soy Walker Zimmerman, de Atlanta, Georgia.
I am Eddie Segura. I am from Colombia.
Oh.
Pereira City, papi.
I would have to say that Walker's Spanish is a little bit better than your English. I'm sorry, my friend, but keep practicing, you know? All right, Walker, you've been here for over a year now. You're living by the beach. You're pretty much a Californian, you know?
I'll tell you what.
Have you given Eddie some tips, advice of how beautiful our state is and maybe some places to live in LA?
I definitely am getting more used to California, the beach, the weather. I haven't actually, I'm gonna make this public. You should come to my house in Santa Monica. We can go to the beach.
That'd be really nice, you know? Eddie,
Yeah, bring
you
your
should take
kid.
that.
Me parece bien.
Yeah.
Me gusta.
Yeah.
A mi bebé le gusta. No, en la
Tú y tu
playa.
esposa y tu
Sí.
niño.
Okay.
Dale.
Gracias, hermano.
All right, next we've got a little game that we've called Who's More Likely, and you guys both got a picture of yourself and Eddie and Walker, and I'll ask the question, and you guys tell me who do you think's more likely. So, who is more likely to score a goal with their off foot? All right. I think I see where this is going. All right, next question. Who is a better ping pong player?
No, hey, this is a joke. This is a joke. He knows.
Yeah? You? Okay. All right. Most likely
Izquierda.
to get a yellow card, arguing with the referee.
Cero hielo, cabrón.
Most likely to meg an opponent.
Yeah.
I'd agree. The best dresser between the two of you.
Eddie, papi.
Also, I would agree with that. Final one. Who's more likely to spin the wheel for fines? That's for sure. Walker's had his fair share of spins, so easy answer.
Easy answer.
All right, well, thanks for playing Who's More Likely. Thanks for catching this episode of Beta Time. You guys, appreciate you being on the show, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, Beita.
Muchas gracias.